What's the worst performance you've ever been to? Was it a play where things went wrong? A dinner theater show? Stuck in an elevator with a mime who refused to break character and kept doing the trapped in a box gag? Yeah, I get it. We're already in a box. Be more creative, Philippe. Oh, merde. For me, the worst performance I was ever at was an open mic night. It had nothing to do with the comedians and everything to do with the host. That's what I want to talk about today. I was in Texas performing at a convention with my friend Eris. While we were there, my friend Rob decided to come out and join us. This is a different Rob from my other friend Rob, so we'll just call him Texas Rob. Now, this was a pretty long convention. It was 4 days, we were booked for about 17 shows, crazy I know, and we had a lot of really awesome fans out there. It was exhausting, but totally worth it. Anyway, Eris and I had finished up show number, I don't even remember at this point, and we're sitting there talking with some of our fans after. There wasn't a show immediately after ours, so we just kind of chilled in the room, telling jokes and stories. We were about to wrap up and leave when people started coming into the room. Oh, you guys staying for the next show? What show? It's an open mic night. Oh, that could be interesting. Now, I don't have anything against open mic nights. I think they're great tools to try out new material or get your feet wet, but we were tired as hell, and there was something in the air telling me not to stay. Before I could come up with a reason to leave, the host walks in. Did I say walks? The host kind of does this waddling two-step as he rushes up to the stage. Now, normally you'd think a host would be wearing something remotely appropriate for stage. Slacks and a blazer, a loosely buttoned button-up, jeans and a cool t-shirt. No. This guy comes in dripping wet, fresh out of the hot tub, wearing basketball shorts, a greasy top, and socks, which are only halfway on his feet. You guys here for the open mic night? Yeah? Sweet. I'm gonna make fun of you so bad. Wait, what? Before we could say anything, he gets up on stage and starts his act. Oh, did I say his act? Because I meant the acts of the 3 other comedians he stole his jokes from. Word for word, stole his jokes from. We were only going to stay the polite 10 minutes, but he was so bad we lost track of time. Now, as a performer, this guy is already 2 strikes down. Then he shoots for the moon and lands strike 3. I just want to let you guys know that I'm a Mexican, so that means it's okay for me to tell racist jokes. He then proceeds to pick out people in the audience and make fun of them in the worst ways. Now, comedy is an expressive art form. Comedy is subjective. Comedy is not blatantly ripping off other bad comedians and making fun of the audience in an open mic night. At this point, Eris, Texas Rob, and I are close to seething. This guy made fun of our fans, and he wasn't even good at it. Finally, after about 20 minutes of his shtick, he goes, "Alright, who wants to come up and tell some jokes?" Shockingly, no one volunteered. "Oh, come on, you guys a bunch of wimps." I was about to stand up when one of our fans meekishly goes, "Well, he's a comedian," and points to me. Normally, I'd have been upset, but today, I had a plan. Host dude looks at me and his face lights up. Now, I look like an easy target. I'm husky, I've got glasses, I've got a punchable face. He thinks I'm gonna give him what he wants. He doesn't know that I have powers, and I'm about to use those powers for good. "Oh, you're a funny guy. Alright, funny guy, come on, be funny." "Okay." I stand up and grab the mic from him. As I'm about to start, he pulls a chair from the audience, flips it around, and sits in it backwards doing his best AC Slater, and puts his head in his hands. He's ready. Then, I start. "Hey everyone, I'm Scott. I'm an actor, writer, comedian. I'm also both a geek and a nerd. And yeah, there is a delineation between the two. A geek is somebody who loves all things fantasy, sci-fi, etc. And a nerd is someone who uses a word like delineation in their stand-up act." I glance over to see host dude's face drop. That's when he notices the badge I'm wearing. The nice gold one that says, guest. Then he looks down at his badge. The ratty red one that says, I paid to get in. I go into my weapons chest and pull out a routine that's been tested and practiced and go through it. The room loves it. Host Dude does not. I wrap up my set and glance over at Dude, then over to Eris and Texas Rob. They look at each other, and then look at me, and give me the keep going nod. So I do. I pull out another weapons chest set, and it kills. As soon as I finish, I politely thank the audience and hand the mic back to Host Dude. I can see some of the faces of the other people in the room, and they're thinking, maybe I will get up and try something now. Host Dude saw it too. He had lost control of his little world, so he did the only thing he could. Texted his friends to come in and laugh at him and didn't give the mic to anyone else the rest of the show. I broke him. And I didn't do it with racist jokes or by making fun of him. I broke him by simply being polite and professional. Look, comedy's hard. That's a given. If you can't be funny, don't fall back on racist tropes and audience abuse. There are only 2 comedians I can think of who have earned the right to make fun of their audiences. Don Rickles and Andrew Dice Clay. Unless you're one of the 2 of them, shut up and get a better act. If the audience starts it, that's a different story. In fact, that's a story for another day. Anyway, there are some real simple rules in the world of performing. Don't be a jerk. Support your other performers. Don't be a jerk. Only offer criticism when asked. Don't be a jerk. Celebrate each other's success. And lastly, don't be a jerk. Follow those, and you won't have people like me ripping you apart in front of a full house. That's my time, guys. Be sure to tip your waiters and waitresses. I'm here all week. Try the fish!